all I have to do is I have to follow the conditions given here, right? So if index is odd, add 5 in the each index element located at odd position. So what I'll do is I'll create that for loop again. So for int I equals 0, I is less than sorry, I is less than what yeah, size of n, and then I plus plus. So I have to check if it is a odd index or not. So if I mod 2 is double equals to 0, which is simply the second condition. So what second condition says is if the index is even, so we have to add 4 to each element at that position, right? So what we have I percentage 2, so that means if I is divided by 2, that is even only gets divided by 2, so we get even number. So what I'll do is I'll add 4 to it. So for this index, what I'll do, en of I is equals to en of I plus 4, right? So this will work for that, and then I will put what I'll put else block here. So if this is not happening, then we simply know that it's an odd number. So I'll print that here, and I have to add, I think, 5. Yeah, so I have to add 5 here. So I add 5 here, right? So now we have taken up on the both the first and second conditions. Now let's go to the third and fourth condition. So it says if the item is odd, add 3 in each of the odd item. If the item is even, then add 2 in the each odd item. I think there is a misprint, it should be in each even item. So what I'll do is I will check for the item now. So if en of I modulo 2, yeah, so now we will be checking for if the item is odd or even. So for item, I'm taking the array, so this will give me the items inside the array, and then I'm dividing it by 2 and checking the remainder. So if the remainder is 0, that means if the item is even, so we have to add something to it. So I'll just check what we have to add. So it says if the item is even, we have to add 2, right? So I'll just add 2 here, and then I'll put else block here, else block. So we have the item as odd, so what we'll do is n of I is equals to n of I plus I think it's 3. Yes, it's 3. So we add 3 to it. So now we have successfully fulfilled the third and fourth condition also, and the fifth and sixth condition just states that print the encoded array and reverse the encoded array. So I think printing and reversing is not that much big of a problem. Just to see the correct output, let me just use a notepad to tell you what a possible output can be for this. So first we have the array 0, 0 comma 2 comma 1 comma 3 comma 4 comma 1 comma 8 comma 1 comma 0 comma 4 comma 4, right? So this is the array, as you can see. Now what I'll do, I'll check if the index is odd, add 5 in each element located at odd index. So I'm checking if the index is odd. So first index is not odd, so I'll leave it as 0. Then second index is odd, so I'll add 5. So 2 plus 5 is 7. And third index is even, then I'll add 3 plus 5 because the index is odd. So 3 plus 5 is 8. Then I'll leave the next, which is an even index. Then next is the odd index, so I'll add 1 plus 5, which is 6. Then next is an even index, so I'll leave it as it is. And then I'll add 1 plus 5, which is 6. And then next again is an even, so I'll leave it as it is. And then I add 4 plus 5 because it's an odd index, so 5 becomes here and 4 here. So this is what our first condition does. Then let's look at the second condition. If the index is even, so first index is even, so 0 plus 4 is 4, and then we leave the odd index. Then next is even index, so 1 plus 4 is 5, and then we leave the next, and then 4 plus 5 is 9. So this is the even index, so that's what we do. Then next is odd index, so we'll leave it as it is, and then we add to this even index. So 18 plus 4 is 12. So I think I added 5 here. I have to add 4 here, and yeah, this is correct. And then 4, yeah. And then next is 6, so it remains as it is. Next is 0, it adds 4, becomes 4. And then next is 5, it remains as it is. And then we have 8. So this is the array after the second condition. Now we will check for the third condition. Yeah, third condition should work for the new array or the old array. Okay, if the item is odd, add 3 in each odd item. Okay, so it's after the condition, so I'm just assuming that it will work on this current array, not the first array. So if item is odd, add 3 in the odd element. So 0 is not odd, 4 is not odd, so it remains as it is. Then next is odd, so 10, 5 is odd, so 8. Then next 8 is not odd, 8 is not odd, 6 is not odd, 12 is not odd, then 6 again is not odd, 4 is not odd, then 5 is odd, so it becomes 8 and 8. Now we have to add 2 to each even element. So we have 4 becomes 6, then 12, and then 10, 10, 10. So everything currently is even. Yeah, but it will not work like this. It will change in this only, because we'll be using this array, not this one. So I think what I should do is I should separate all this condition and the above condition, because it's not written well key where we have to use the conditions first. And let me just copy paste it here, and then I'll use this. Yeah, so I put the for loop here, so I've separated both the conditions, and now we have this part here. And what I can do is, okay, yeah, so I'll add odd in this one, right? So I'll check if there is an even in. Okay, I think I should also exclude this also, because everything is a different condition, so I shouldn't add them up. So I'll exclude this. I'll put a if statement here, if I modulo 2 is not equals to 0, and then I can put this here and a for loop here. Yeah, so I've excluded both the first and second condition, and now I'll be excluding this also. So if en of I mod 2 is not equals to 0, right? And then what I can do is I can put a curly bracket here, and I can take this for loop from here and paste it here. Yeah, so I've separated all the conditions from each other, so no condition relate to each other, right? So now what will happen is, first we get this, then we get this array, then we get this array, and then we get the next array, which is if the item is even, so 2 is added. So if 4 is even, so we get 6, 10 we get 12, 8 we get 10, then we again get 10, 10, 6 is 8, 14, 8, 6, 10, and 10. So I'm hoping to get this if I give the input as what I gave last time. So what I'll do is I'll write the output here also. So input here also, so 0 2, and then it has 0 2, then 1 3 4, 181 hyphen 074, right? So this is what I'm expecting from this is the input. So input, and this is the output I'm expecting, right? So now I can run this and see if my input matches with output. What I'll do just is I'll use let me use a method, because I'm printing it every time. So static void print, then it will take an int array and the size also. Okay, so int size. Yes, so we have print array and size. I'll use a for loop here. Int I equals 0, I is less than the size I plus plus. So, and then we can just simply sys out a of I plus space. Right, so we have this. Let me just put a comma also. Yeah, now I'll just use this print method here. So first condition is okay, so I'll print first the normal array. So print, okay, print, and we have a, no, we have en, and then we have size. So copy and paste. Yes, so we have this, and then I can use this after every for loop. So I'm hoping to get the correct output, but let's see what happens. So I'll run this. Now it's asking me for an input, so I'll just copy paste it from here. So this is the input which we have. So pasted it and I press enter. Okay, so yeah, I know what's the problem is. I've used system.println, so I've used print only, so it will print in the same line. So I had it pasted. So this is the input. Okay, again, so I forgot to give sys out here. Yeah, now I hope there will be no problems. So if I run this, I paste the input, press enter. Okay, so we are getting something. Now let's cross check. Okay, so we have this. Now let's just cross check with the output and what we are expecting the output is. So okay, so I'm printing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, something is I missed something here, I think so, in the output, because the final answer we are getting is not very much accurate. So this is the input. Okay, so I've taken that input, I have that in single array. So array first array is not my, okay, so this one is 7. Yeah, I didn't see that. Okay, so first this one was 7, I took it as 4, so we have 7. Then okay, so we have to do this again. So I'll just move here, I'll just look into this. So first it says if the index is odd, add 5 in each element located at odd index. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So it is an odd index, so it becomes 12. Yeah, so I've added 5 to it, and then after that we have if index is even, so the index is not even because it's an odd, so this remains as 12. Then if the element is odd, it is added 12 is 3 is added to it, so 3 will not be added here, so it remains 12, and then in the end it should be 12 plus 2 14. So this is the expected output. Now I'll move back to my answer. So okay, something is not matching here also, so we'll look into it, what is wrong here. So we have 0 2 1 3 4 1 8 1 0 7 4. Okay, so that is correct. After that, what's the condition? So the first condition says that, okay, so I've changed the condition. The first condition is add 5 to it if it is odd, so I've used adding 4 to it if it's even. So I'll just there's nothing wrong, I just had changed the position for the condition. So I'll what I'll do is I'll put a comment here also, condition, sorry, condition 1, right, and then we have here is condition 2, right, so this is condition 2. Then we have if the element is odd, so I've changed the position of this also. I'll just copy paste it here. This is the condition 3. So this is condition 4. So we have all the conditions. I hope we get the correct output this time. Now, okay, I have to take the input, copy paste it again. So I've copied the input, pasted it. Okay, now we can cross check the answer. And okay, so first it is 0213418107. Yeah, then 071846860124, correct. 475886126412 correct. 410888 okay, 612 6 12 10 10 10 8 14 8 6 14 10. Yeah, so it's matching. Yeah, so the output we get has matched with the output we have expected. So I really appreciate this type of question. So if you have any more questions of this type, you can surely send me. We'll solve that, and then I'll explain it throughout. So as you can see, this is the whole program, and I want to thank Hassan Zahir for this question because it was really fun to code this. So I'll see you in the next video.